Welcome to Module 1, Lesson 3. Today we will discuss about the romantic relationships, how nature has created this and how we perceive them. Romantic relationships are based on love or illusion of love. It's very interesting to hear this. It is most of the times we think love to illusionary love. Most of the times we are in illusionary love and we think that we are into true love. And illusions in these relationships are very strong. For example, let us understand the situations where real romantic love starts. Then we understand the situation, what happens in about 6 months, what happens in about 3-4 years, in about 6-7 years, and beyond that. Everything is very fine when romantic love starts. When relationship is about to begin, we meet our partner and we like her, like him, whatever the case may be. And now illusion comes here to play a role. When we meet our partner, we are not able to see with the open eyes. Our eyes are open, but yet they are closed. I want to see what I want to see, not what the reality is. So I start thinking, my partner is the best in the world. Nobody can be better than her. And in most of the cases, I have already told you that romantic relationship is a step higher than the blood relationship. And when it starts happening, parents has the maximum concern. And we come back, most of the times even we do not tell our parents because illusion is very high. We think, oh, nobody other than this person will ever help me in my life. Nobody other than this person will ever love me more than in my life. And you start coming late because you want to have some time, some private time with your romantic partner. And then your mother asks specifically to maybe girls, to women, mother or father asks, what is happening? And then you say, oh, the boy next door, I'm in love with mom and I need some time to spend with him. And mom says the next sentence, that boy, what are you talking about? No, he had several relationships before and none of them worked. Yes, mom, you are right. You are right. Those girls were so bad that they could not get along with this nice person. Mom tries to explain. You try to resist. Whatever she says, you have always got counter argument ready to convince her. And of course, see, the parents, they are always work in the interest of children, and the moment you say that I'll be very happy with this partner, they give up. They give up their arguments and agree with you. And you go meet the person, go to the places, promise, and you make your partner promise a lot of things to you. You also promise a lot of things to your partner, and relationship gets formed. Then about 6 months passes in paradise. The hormones are taken care of. The body is taken care of. The heart is taken care of. Mind is taken care of. Anything you say, your partner says yes. Anything your partner says, you always say yes in those 6 months' time when everything is paradise. In about 6 months' time, you start realizing that everything is not right. This guy has made several false promises. You never realize your promises, what you have made. You always realize that the partner has made several wrong promises. He was not truthful. But believe me, nothing is truthful when it comes to love or when it comes to war. There are always hyperbole, there are always exaggerations, even in our promising. The illusions are so high that we over-promise each other. And it takes about 6 months' time to start realizing about that. And then we say, okay, so what if he has promised something wrong? Life is good, let's continue. There are some difference of opinion, but you are able to manage these difference of opinion and relationships goes on. It's not a paradise period, but it is not bad either. So you go on for about 3 to 4 years, and then either if it is a true love, it goes on nicely, and if it was illusionary love, problem starts happening in the life. Then you start talking to your partners. This you did wrong, this you did wrong, this you did wrong, and this you did wrong, and your partner's defense. There are arguments and counter arguments, and these arguments and counter arguments are never ending. And with these counter arguments and arguments, about 6 to 7 years passes. And then you come to a point that you understand that it was love and everything is fine in your life and relationship will continue. Or you understand this was all illusion, nothing is fine, nothing is right in our relationship, and we must separate. By the time there is every possibility that you have already had one child or 2 children, and their life has also to be taken care of. There are other things you built together, maybe a house together, maybe you bought a car together, maybe you have done some joint finances together because you wanted to live the whole life together. And now there are a lot of problems. How will we divide that? How will we Separate that out, and you start really fighting. And in this fighting again, this illusionary things plays a very important role. In starting, when the relationship started, you were able to see only the good points of your partners and not the bad points. That was love in our eyes, in your opinion. Now that love has gone to the negative side, love and hate are the same thing. They goes as a line. So now it is at the negative side, and that love has converted into hate. And you start saying, nothing is right with you. This is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong. And you don't know what to do. The person says, these qualities, you used to love me. I had these qualities. To start with, I don't believe. You have changed. No, I have not changed. I can tell you the previous girl left me because of this quality. Then you say, oh, I knew this a little bit, but I thought our love will change you. Nothing is changing. And you reach to a point of no returns in this illusionary love. You don't know what to do. You don't want to tell it to your parents because your parent has already told a lot of negative things about your partner. But still, after some days of discussions, arguments, counter arguments, you decide, let me take the suggestions of my mother. Let me see what need to be done. You go to your mother. You say, I want to leave him. No more. It's a headache. Mother says, what are you talking about? You have spent 7 years together. There are children, there are this, there are that, and you see how good he is. He takes care of you. He brings refreshment in all evening to you. He takes care of your children. Why do you want to leave him? No, mom, you don't understand. He doesn't love me. He is not a good person, mom. No, he is very good, mom says, because parents are again concerned at this age also that the relationship should not break. So they try that you remain in the relationship and you try to break it, and there are again arguments and counter arguments, and you do not know what to do. Here, what parent can help or what outside help you can take, you have to understand that no human being is perfect. But your illusion doesn't say, my friend's husband is perfect, You are not one, but he's perfect. What I want to say, that if you want to save your marriage, if you want to save your relationship, you have to understand few things, how the human behaviors are, and in that you must understand the first thing, that no human is perfect. Please accept now that you have done a mistake 7 years back by understanding that he was perfect or she was perfect. He was not, and there was nothing wrong in it. Your perception was wrong, not the human. So, and now again, you are thinking that he is not the right person. He is not the perfect person. But one thing you are not understanding, that your search of perfect person is never going to end, because perfection does not exist. What exists is real. Try to analyze at this stage whether your partner is real or not, whether he takes care of children or not, whether he takes care of you or not, whether he takes care of the responsibilities or not. That is something what is more needed than going into the negative frame and understanding that no, nothing is working out, we must leave. And we must leave for whom? Who is the next person? Do you know? No, I don't know. In spirituality, we say that known devil is better than a known God. You do not know a person you have not met, or maybe you have met once or twice and you do not know much about the partner for whom you want to leave this real person. Here I would like again to tell about some human behavior, that humans are such that they always like new things. So maybe that desires of yours of liking new things, you also want to like a new partner, which is not going to remain new for a long time. So the smart thing is that you do not think about new thing. Instead, you try to bring new things in your life. Maybe you can decide to renovate your house. It becomes new. Depending upon what your financial positions are, you can decide to buy the new furnitures. You can re-renovate your house. You can buy a new car. Every year, every 6 months, you buy a new dress to your partner. Try to examine, try to find out the new positions for your sexuality. Try to add everything new other than your partner. There is every possibility that it will work. And have trust in yourself. Have trust in yourself. I'm not saying have trust in your partner. You have trust in yourself and try to evaluate again, not going into the illusionary mode that nothing is right. You try to recall those days when you thought that everything is right. The truth is, neither everything was right nor nothing is right. He is a person who has got several things right and several things may not be right. Here, if you want to be happy in this present relationship, you have to accept him as he is. You have to accept her as she is. Life will definitely start changing. It will be good for your children. It will be good for you. It will be good for everyone in the long run to go away from this illusionary change of finding a new partner. Instead, experiment few new things in your life and try to be with that. Try to save your marriage, try to save your relationship, and everything is going to be fine in your life. Whenever problems comes in a relationship, try that your illusionary love becomes love. Most of the problems will get automatically solved. I have designed in this lessons 2 modules and will be explaining how you can do that. But here I can touch a little bit and say you that illusionary love, you always remain in dream, but during the love you remain in reality. Illusionary love, you always or worried what I can gain from my partner. In love, you always try to give something to your partner. It's not exactly unconditional love, but it is a kind of unconditional love. It is not a real spiritual love, but yes, in this love, spirituality has a role to play. And the main thing when love is, and when illusionary love is, in illusionary love there are a lot of expectations, and in love there are less expectations or no expectations. And sadness is the child of expectations. The disturbances in relationship is the child of expectations. So if you have got more expectations, there is a possibility that you will have a disturbing relationship. And if you have got less or no expectations, every possibility exists that you will have a real good romantic relationship in life. Several times, a very strange question comes to me, and one very specific incident, if I like to share with you. A person came, he said, I married my soulmate. Everything was nice for time being, but now nothing seems to be nice. What shall he do? I want to tell here very clearly that there are some relations from the last life that we come across. I don't call them soulmate, and even if you call them soulmate, it does not mean that your relationship for this life is granted and will be good. Relationship is an understanding and love between two persons becoming one. Both the people has to try it to make it work, and does not depend on that you have carried energy in the form of soulmate or in the form of twin flame from the previous life, and you do not have to do anything in this life, and it will automatically work. Forget about the concept of these two things, soulmates and twin flame, and maybe you take the concept of soulmate and twin flame. In both the cases, both the partners will have to work together to make this romantic relationship work. It is not going to work by itself. It is only going to work by your efforts. Please note that in your life and make changes accordingly. I have also made an exercise that you meet 5 people, find out how the love has behaved in their life. 6th also you can include if you want, and 6th life should be your own life. Do it only after you have done it with the 5 people, because we are in such a high illusion that we are not able to understand our own life when it comes to romantic relationship. But after discussing with the five people, you will have a fair idea what has gone wrong in their life, and you will also have a fair idea what is going wrong in your life, and then you can correct it. Instead of changing the partner, I will always suggest you to change the situation, to become happier in whatever relationship you are, and make it lifelong.